All right, back in here on GCR. The Guardians come to town this weekend, and what's really cool about that is that will mean that this man will be back in the area. He is a former Towson Tiger, and he just made his major league debut about a month ago. He is an infielder for the Cleveland Guardians. He's Richie Palacios, and he's with us now here on GCR. Richie, it's Glenn in Baltimore. It's great to chat with you again, man. Thank you for taking the time, and congratulations on settling into the big leagues, man.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited. Thank you so much for having me.
Richie, can you just take me back, right? Like your goal. I know it's been a few weeks since you first got there, but when you did, looking around, taking it all in, your journey to get to that point, it's still not something that a lot of Towson baseball players have accomplished in their life. What did it mean to you to know for the rest of your life? And I know you want to accomplish more things, but no matter what, you will have be able to say forever you're a Major League Baseball player.
Yeah, it was definitely an awesome feeling. I mean, being able to be out in the on the field and look around and see some guys that you like grew up watching and now you're competing against them has been awesome. But I guess I attest all that to just the hard work and the sacrifices that my coaches and my parents have all put into me. So it was a great experience to be able to experience it for myself, but for also for those people that have helped support me to experience it as well.
What is it? Do you have a sense for what? Why were you able to get there? And when I say a lot of a lot of kids, you know this. A lot of kids that play at Towson, the majority of them will never get this opportunity. What did it take for this to work out for you to be able to do it?
Well, I feel like it's what I always wanted to do, and I knew what it would take. Obviously, being able to have parents and my uncle play, they're telling me the steps that I need to take. But just being able to do all the extra things, extra hard work. I remember plenty of times where I was doing above and beyond on off days and things that I felt I needed to do in order to become the player I wanted. So being able to look back on that and see that all those things that I did and all the people that have helped me through that has definitely paid off.
He is Richie Palacios. He's with us here. It's funny. I'm so used to it. I referred to you as an infielder for the Guardians. That's not been the case for a little while. Can you take me through? Because it's been a couple years since we chatted with you. How this? When did you start moving into the outfield, and how long did it take for you to get comfortable out there?
Yeah, I started playing outfield at the beginning of last season in Double A, probably once, twice a week, and I've been continuing to do that throughout that entire season. And then I played solely outfield in the fall league, pretty much preparing to get comfortable to make an opportunity like I have now. So I'm definitely got comfortable after the fall league. I feel comfortable out there now, and it just adds to my game.
I mean, it certainly makes you even more versatile than you already were, which was significantly versatile to begin with. Do you feel like that's the thing that can keep you like at the major league level now moving forward? Is my God, how many positions can you play on the field, right?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely has. I mean, I know that's what the game is kind of forming into is guys that can play multiple positions. It just adds versatility and helps with matchups and all the other things. So seeing that with a lot of major leaguers and seeing guys that have been able to make careers out of that gives me confidence to continue to do it and help my career further.
All right, the Guardians come to Baltimore this weekend. Richie, I know this is not your home. Of course, you're originally from New York. But what is this going to mean? I can only imagine how many friends, former teammates, people that you know from Towson are going to be out there this weekend. I don't know if you got to go to games at all at Camden Yards while you were playing here. You guys were pretty busy during that time. But what is it going to mean to you being back around so many people that I know love you and are excited for you this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome experience for sure. I mean, those guys were all like close, and they still are like close friends, close teammates, and coaches. So they all played a part in this. I mean, or everyone that I played with or played for, like they all helped me get to where I am and help support me. So it's going to be awesome to see all those guys. I know they've been texting me and they're extremely excited. So I'm just happy to be able to come back and experience that with them.
It's really cool, man. It's a really cool thing. What's the best thing? What did Towson specifically? What did your time there teach you? How did that specific time help mold you to get to this point?
Oh, well, definitely, it just taught me that like you don't have to go to the biggest school to get recognized. And it taught me like what when you put your hard work in and if you produce, like truly doesn't matter where you are and what school you're at because they will still find you. And I feel like that's one thing I can say like that I tell kids today. It's like go somewhere where you're gonna play and you know that you're gonna be able to get in the lineup and be able to play because that's the only way that if you want to play pro, that's the only way they can see you. So that definitely helped me do that going to Towson.
You mentioned your family. I don't know if people are familiar that your uncle played in the bigs. What is it? Maybe the one thing that perhaps like he taught you growing up that stayed with you the most as you've been on your journey.
Oh man, he's taught me so much. I'd say one thing, it's just like not being distracted, like staying disciplined within on the field and off the field, staying disciplined, not being distracted by the things around you, but just keeping your eyes on that one goal you have and working towards that consistently without even looking up. Just keeping your head down and working hard, and those are things I still practice today.
Are you competitive with him at all? Like, did you like go back and say, hey, Unc, it took you like a couple more games than I did to get your first hit? Like, are you that? Do you have that type of relationship with him?
No, I don't. I don't try to get my uncle or my brother because they are they have helped me so much, and definitely the reason why like I'm able to be successful currently and in the past. Like they've literally walked this out with me. So like I don't try to talk him yet. Maybe at like Christmas dinner one time, but but that's about it.
I was gonna say I haven't thought we haven't got your brother Josh. Like that, the moment hasn't happened yet. I know he was banged up. Like what? Hey, you guys haven't played against each other correct yet, have you?
Not in professional, no.
So what will that moment be like for you? Like what? I don't even know. Like when if you've even done the math to look at when it could happen. What will that be like for you when you get that opportunity?
Yeah, I can't wait for that moment to happen. I mean, I know it'd be so exciting just to be on the same field as him. Like on his team or against his team, and I just feel like that would be a great moment for my parents because they, like I said, they sacrificed so much and they've pretty much supported us through all, and that, I feel like that would be the best moment ever for them to be able to see each other playing against each other, and it'll be just a great time to be able to talk trash across the diamond and compete against
Right?
my older brother who helped me so much.
It's a hell of a family story, man. It's incredible what you guys have done, and firefighters in your family too, right? You guys have done a little bit of everything during the
Yeah.
course. I saw a moment the other day. Former Terp Jose Cuas made his major league debut, and I was watching some of the coverage, and I saw you going over and taking pictures with him, and I just didn't do the math that you guys were both Brooklyn kids. Can you tell me about that relationship and what it meant to you to see him, another guy that we like from around these parts because he was a Terp, what it meant for you to see him and everything he's had to go through for him to also be able to make his major league debut?
Yeah, his story is so special, like so special. I mean, growing up in New York City, he was like the best like shortstop in high school, and like those are the guys that we would go all the games and look up to. Committed to Maryland and went there, did extremely well. Like we're still looking up to him. Those are the guys we're following. Like gets drafted as a position player, converts to pitcher, and like crazy because his younger brother went to Towson with me, Alex, and we were college roommates, and he was like the pitcher in the family. He didn't end up playing professional baseball, extremely good, but he didn't play. And low after his brother was converted to pitcher, like Alex is pretty much his pitching coach. And Jose, like I seen him like work tirelessly in New York City, just trying to figure out exactly what his mold is and how to become a great pitcher, working with Alex, his younger brother. And it's amazing to see like all the work and hours they put in. Like it truly paid off to see him out here on a major league field. So it was a crazy experience, and it was amazing that he was able to debut while I was there.
That's
So
really cool.
what a story! And I was just so excited to just print when he got called up. I was so excited, and I was excited to see him as well.
I know jersey swaps are a thing in football. Do you guys do that in baseball at all? Do you try to like get somebody's jersey that means something to you?
Yeah, I mean it would be hard to do it during the season, but
Yeah,
definitely I know after the season when we ask for a couple jerseys, that's definitely a jersey swap that I'm gonna
that's
do.
cool, man. That's really really cool. Richie Palacios, just another minute hit with him here as the Guardians come to Baltimore this weekend, former Towson star. Richie, I mean, you're hitting 326. Is there a part of you that's like, I better be hitting 326 because I know how this math works. I know the business of baseball. If I'm not ripping the cover off the ball, they might send me back down again at some point.
Yeah, no, I just go out there with the same mentality. I don't like to think about like playing just to not get sent down or anything. I know that like if I just play confidently and play, I'll have success with quality at bats and playing good defense. So I don't get too caught up in all the other stuff. I know that if I just go out there and play my game, that I'm going to do well.
No, I mean it's been incredible so far. We ask you to take it easy on us this weekend, but I know you won't. I understand that won't be
Yeah,
the
there's
case.
no promises, no promises.
Hey Richie, seriously, and by the way, what are the things you've kept so far? Like, what are the tokens? Did you get the first hit? What all have you been able to keep from your first accomplishments in Major League Baseball?
My first hit ball I have, all the jersey, the hat, everything I wore that first game was authenticated, so I was able to keep those as well. Um, and yeah, I'm definitely giving all that to my parents for
That's
sure.
awesome, man. That's awesome. It's so cool, Richie. I can only imagine how many phone calls you've got from folks at Towson asking you to maybe consider donating a little bit more of late. It's an incredible story for all of us locally, seeing your success and how you've done this. Congratulations, man. Thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes for us this morning.
No worries. Thanks for having me, Glenn. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, man.